Well, I went out yesterday, but the weather was pretty crap. It's super windy today, and it's quite cloudy, and it's had a bit of a rain. So I'm hoping it's now blue sky, but it is windy. But when I was coming back yesterday, I didn't really film anything, and then there was a family of curlews. So I was like, I now have to go back tonight in case the family of curlews are out, because they don't give you a lot of time when they have really young chicks. They obviously move them away from wherever you are. So I got like 2 pictures and a few clips of video, and that was it. So I'm hoping if I go back tonight that I'll be a little bit more prepared, because I was just like on the brink of coming off the fell, so I didn't have my camera out or anything, and then they were just there. So now I know where they are. So yeah, I'm gonna go and see what I can see. I'm scoping out the fell. We have 2 Wine Villains Matter events this week, and one of them is a pretty important one. So I'm scoping out the area to see what I can see. And yeah, last night, like I say, I didn't see a single grouse because it was cold, and I think everything, and it was like drizzly rain, so they're obviously just hunkered down. I think they'll have chicks by now, or the majority will. And then I saw oyster catchers, lapwings, curlews, all sorts. Oyster catch chicks, lapwing chicks, but the lapwing chicks are pretty big at the moment. They're obviously well on their way. Curlews, they weren't like day-old chicks, but they were maybe a few days. So yeah, it's always nice to see a curlew chick. It's funny because I hate curlews most of the time. Like, they're a nightmare to photograph. You pull up and they just disappear. Like, they're a nightmare to get close to. But once they have chicks, they will just sit in front of you and just pause. And if you switch the car off and everything, sometimes they'll settle down. They'll go back to feeding. But once they have chicks, I love them. But when they don't have chicks, I hate them because they drive me mad. So yeah, go and see what I can see, and hopefully have a successful evening. This is the reality of wildlife photography. I'm currently sat eating a pie in my car because photography time is like, I'd say between like 6 and 9, and obviously getting home at 9, too late. So I've cut my tea before I came out and meeting it up here because I hate eating late. So this is the realities. But I have to say, I'll take a video of the view. Not a bad place to eat a pie. Well, I've just got to the fell that I'm gonna try and scope out a bit more. It's really interesting. There's like cuts on this fell where they've like cut all the rushes down really low. You can see that they're just like squares that are cut out. And we were asking the keeper why they do that, and they said, oh, it's a Natural England scheme. Natural England comes out and cuts these bits for wildlife, for different habitats. And I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I've never seen any wildlife on the cuts. And the gamekeeper was like, I know, like I've told them this for like 3 years. And it's like, really? So you're just wasting, like, that'll just be a waste of money, a huge waste of money, because we all know the conservation industry can't do anything cheaply. So they'll be sending someone out to cut those bits for wildlife. And in fact, it's doing absolutely nothing. And you're ignoring the person who is the professional on the ground, who knows the most about this bit of land. You're totally just like, it's fine, we don't need your opinion. Really? But anyway, it is super windy tonight. So, God. Well, there was a golden plover nest there, but she's obviously hatched. Can't hear her or see her, so God knows where she is. 3 quite young chicks, to be fair. Like, some lapwing chicks are adults now and pretty much fledged, but hers are maybe this big. So I just started spitting with rain, so she called them in and huddled them under. So she's got them under her at the moment. Well, she's pretty puffed up because 3 chicks about that big are obviously quite big for her to fit under. But we will leave her in peace. There is a chick somewhere, but I'm yet to see it. And I'm obviously on the road. This is where they don't want their chicks. There's a curlew like right outside my window, literally right outside my window. It's actually really interesting listening to their calls, because there's obviously, I assume Dad is the decoy bird, so he's the one who's flying around. There's a chick. There's 2 chicks, and Mum is doing like a really quiet call, so she's obviously calling them back in. And it's just interesting to hear the different calls. They've got 3 chicks that I've seen. He is loud. Just to prove he has now settled down. They tend to like freak out when you first pull up, and then there was a lay-by here, so I pulled up anyway. And you can probably hear him cheeping, but he's just talking to his missus now. But yeah, he went a little bit crazy for a while, and then they're pretty well behaved curlew chicks. Like I say, she was doing this really little call, and they just slowly wandered back to her. Now she's very calmly taking them away. So they're pretty good parents. I think that's all. It's a big difference between like 2 parents and 1 parent. Like a lapwing parent's pretty much by herself. Like the male will be around and will dart into the skies and try and scare things off, but she pretty much does it herself. Whereas oystercatchers very much together, curlews very much together, grey partridge together, red grouse together, black grouse separate, and that's a big disadvantage. So it's always really interesting to watch the different parenting techniques. And like I say, curlews are just very, the female is very chilled. She's like, I'm just gonna calmly walk the kids away while he distracts you. He's still just sat in front of me, just chirping at me, but he's a lot more chilled now. So they're beautiful. Like, they are beautiful birds sat in long grass, like we call it white grass, but they look beautiful in it. So that's 2 curlew families on this, and they're like within maybe 100 meters of each other, so that's pretty cool. Yeah. And he's off. He's obviously thought, right, she's far enough away that she's safe, so I'm gonna follow her now. Yeah, she's now calling, so she's obviously got to a safe enough distance that she's happy. She's now calling him, and he's ran after her. which is again, I just love learning like the different behaviours that these birds have. So oh yeah, that's a hen. Yeah. First grouse chick of the year for me to see. Cute. Too far away to photograph or film, but always cute to see. There's another little chick. You just see, like, obviously they're in long grass, and you just see these little chicks just emerge and then disappear. It's really cool. God, so on this road you've got grouse family, 2 curlew family. I mean, this is just what I've seen. I think 3 lapwing families I've now seen, an oystercatcher family, and this is on just one little stretch of grouse moor. So, and that's just near the road. God, please be able to get up. There we go. Go on, 3rd one. Come on. Come on. Oh no. Oh, here comes Dad. Come on. Jump. Feed it in the road. Come on, jump. There we go. Okay. That was close. Silly little birds. That was a very close call. That's like a little hidden dip in that road, and came over the top, and here's a full family of oystercatchers in the middle of the road. Not very clever. So hopefully scared them off the road enough that they will stay in that field and stay off the road, honestly. I did laugh though, as you see, the dad comes in to be like, oh no, look at me, and then runs over, gives the chick a little grub, and then is like, okay, now I'll distract you. I always say oystercatchers are amazing parents, but obviously they can't really avoid roads. But yeah, I think like with situations like that, when you come across them, you just have to give them time. Like, you see so many people getting out and thinking, oh, I'll get hold of the chick and lift it onto the curb. Like, no, it'll work it out. Just give it time and just wait for it, because if you get out the car, you're going to stress the parents out way more than is necessary. So it worked it out in the end. It got there. Now there were some curlews down here. I'm on my way home now, so this is just a little moor. It's not as good for stopping, like the road's not as good, you can't see as far, so you've got to be careful where you stop on this road. But there were some curlews further down here, so I'm going to see if I can see them, and if not, I'm going to head home. But yeah, everything seems to have hatched, or be hatching. Obviously grey partridge and grey hens are on eggs now, so I keep seeing lots of sole cockbirds. It's a good job I did move those birds because there's a car behind me. Yeah, when you see like a sentry grey partridge, that means the hen is on eggs somewhere. So I keep seeing quite a few of those around, and grey hens have all disappeared. To be honest, black grouse have disappeared as well. They're either still kind of kicking about the lek, or they're just off feeding. But grey hens will be down on eggs now. The translocated grey hens that they moved from the North Pennines down to the North York moors, they put trackers on those and they are nesting, so that is cool. They did, I think it was 10 males, 10 females. 2 died, a cock and a hen died for whatever reason, and everyone else survived. They've been licking. There's a curlew by itself. Yeah, they've been licking and all sorts, so it's pretty good. I've got a car behind me now, so I can't stop. That's really annoying. Oh well, it's not the best road to stop on anyway, so that's probably it for tonight.